Episode 56 of the Back of the Class podcast. My name's Ben.
My name's Glenn.
And before we start off this week's episode, we'd like to say a huge thank you to our sponsors, Coco's Cakes, Members First Credit Union, VIR Electrical, Aurum, Pitchside Pizza and Grill, and the Balgriffin Inn. This week we're joined by
Karl Dempsey.
Thanks for coming in, Karl.
Thanks for having me, lads.
How are you?
Great, yeah.
How did you find Pell?
That
was
was
the first time
a
we
bit
met
of a
you.
challenge it was.
Was it?
Not really into football, me, so
No.
it was a bit of a challenge.
It's for a good cause, though. Did you have a good time?
Yeah, no, that was my second year doing it now, so I had a ball.
Are you
Kinda
going
got
up
me
to
into
the
it.
one in Cork?
I haven't been asked to play yet now, so but I'm still going to go. I'm going to go show my face.
Oh, what's the one in Cork?
They're doing another Pell up in Cork there.
Are they, yeah?
Now, I think it's the end of the month, is it? Or December time?
Yeah, I think it's December, the end of November, I think it is, yeah.
That'd be a cold match.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, yeah. Very
I
cool.
know, and it's like half content creators from down there and half from up here, I think.
Right,
I
right.
think now, I'm not sure, but
Who'll
should
be
be
the
good.
biggest content creators in Cork?
Yeah, that's the
I
wrong
don't
person.
know, money, yeah. Oh, Miriam Mullins, actually, she's from
Is
Cork.
she from Cork?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, I thought she was from somewhere else.
I know she's definitely not from Dublin, so I think it's Cork, yeah.
The accent says all.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, that should be good. I think it's going to be full of people.
For our listeners who might not know what you do or who you are, what would you say to them that you do, and what do you think they're going to learn off this episode?
So I do make a bit of content, so that's what I do. We get like a micro influencer, if you would say. But I didn't mean to fall into the category that I was in. Now that I'm put in, didn't mean to get as big as I am. Well, not big, I'm still micro, but you know what I mean. Gain a few followers. I used to just get up on my stories and talk shy, and now everyone's got real into it. So I don't know what they're gonna learn now, because some things I don't think people would know about me. Like, you'd get an influencer or a content creator that's too scared to speak about certain topics.
Yeah.
But I'm very public when it comes to stuff that I've went through and everything like that. So I think they'd learn a lot today.
And how did you find that, like, to start getting into, like, social media and making them stories for people to view?
I found it quite hard at the start, you know.
Did you, yeah?
Because I got into it by mistake. I didn't mean to get into it. So I used to be obsessed with getting like filler and work done to my face. So like I went to a stage where I was absolutely mental looking. I mean, my lips were huge. So I kind of think I'd done it for myself at the start, but I started getting so much attraction and hate from that I was like, oh, what am I doing? Like, I'm going to get myself into. So people were following me because how mad I looked.
Yeah.
Like, it's mad to explain, hard to explain it. But yeah, I think I done that all by mistake. So it was hard to deal with at the start because I was constantly getting hate from me. But now I've got rid of everything and I'm living life as me.
Where did you get your confidence from the start when you started posting, and even when you got a lot of hate, what kept you posting? Because getting hate really knocks people off and they don't know how to deal with it, and sometimes they just completely quit altogether.
I think I started to crave off the hate then. So it was a bit weird. I started to crave off where I was getting that much, where I was like, that's where I'm getting noticed more. So then I started getting up on social media and talking about the topics that they were hating on me over, if you know what I mean. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the confidence part, I think it was all the failures that I've had throughout my life now has built me to be the person I am.
Do you think failures are important?
Failures are 100% important. Definitely, absolutely. I wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for that. I'm still failing now. I'm 25, still failing and still learning every day. But the confidence part it comes from failures, really, doesn't it?
And how do you keep yourself motivated every day?
Honestly, lad, I could sit here and I could tell you that I'm motivated constantly, but you're not. Life is mad, isn't it? Like, I don't know. I'm probably talking shite now, but life is mental to the point where I'm still learning every day. Everyone thinks that you have it, or if you have a big following on Instagram, that you have it, your life's sorted. It's not. You're still learning. I'm still learning just as much as you are.
Yeah.
It's mental.
50 Cent talks about that. He talks about people, when they start doing a bit well, they start sitting back, relaxing, taking the victory laps.
Yeah.
And he said when you take the victory lap, that's when people catch you, or that's when you start to lose the followers, or you lose the edge that you had.
No, 100%, and I'd stand by that. Like, still learning to this day. I wouldn't be able.
And how did it progress from the start then when you sort of got over the hate? Were you still growing, or how did you find your sort of audience, or what did you do from there?
So I used to make myself step out of my comfort zone. As I said, I was doing ridiculous things to my face, getting loads of work done, getting surgeries done and all, and I just didn't look like me. I actually looked like a full woman. Like, it was ridiculous. So I reversed everything, got everything sorted, and I just started being me, acting like me, not acting for other people. And then I applied for 4 states. So went on to 4 states. That's where I think I grew the majority of my audience.
Yeah.
Was going on 4 states because people were able to see me as a person, exactly how I am. Exactly what they seen on the telly is exactly how I am. See, Instagram can be a bit fake.
Yeah.
So on the telly, everyone was able to see exactly how I was, and everyone loved that. I gained so much attention, so many more new followers, and everyone was DMing me just telling me how sound I am, basically.
Yeah.
Why did you pick 4 states?
They actually picked me.
Did they? Yeah?
So people always apply for 4 states, and one of my friends applied for me but didn't fill out the application form but put my number on it, and they contacted me and they kept asking me to be on it, and like that rarely happens. So I was like, nah, I'm not doing it, and then I ended up doing it, and it was actually probably the best thing I've ever done.
What changed? Why did you go from saying no to saying yeah?
Because I was single at the time. So I said,
Yeah,
fuck it,
yeah.
I'll
Did you
just come
find
on.
it daunting at first? Because you don't know how your date is going to be, obviously.
Yeah,
find
that
out
was
especially-
up the wall.
A date is already like you'd be nervous enough going into it and sort of introverted, but then when you're on a date, a first date, and then it's getting recorded and put on the
It's
telly.
awkward. I'd never forget it. And to make it worse, so when you're filming 4 states, they say, how are you coming into, obviously where it's filmed in the Gibson in town, how are you coming in? So I was like, I'm going to get a taxi. But they said, okay, so you're going to get on to Lewis, you're going to pretend that you got to Lewis, and you're going to walk off to Lewis. So they're recording from on the busy Lewis, like it was fucking mad. But then they have like, getting in the lift is the worst part. So you have to get, do you ever watch 4 states?
Yeah,
So you have to get in that lift,
And we've been in the Gibson as well, so we know what it'd be
it's
like.
just the most awkward thing ever. But like my date was, I was in the hotel at 6:30 in the morning, and then my day started being filmed at 8 o'clock. I had a 3-course meal at 8 o'clock in the morning, like.
Well, why was it so weird?
So it's filmed throughout the whole day. So they have I'd say they have about 20 people or couples that they have to film throughout the day. So it's just spaced over the
That's
day.
mad.
I was early in the morning though.
And how did others around you sort of, were they pushing you forward to go on to it, or were people
Some
telling you
people
don't
were.
go on that?
I wouldn't say my family were. My family don't really like that I do things or post that on social media. They wouldn't really be into it. But I think I was more worried because obviously I'm a gay man. So that would have been the first time my family see me with a fella like face to face on the telly. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like I was too nervous for that. Like it's all I thought about. Even the whole day, it's all I was thinking about.
And how did you find the part of where you have to say yes or no? Like, how did you find that?
So the person that I went on a date with actually knew who I was. I didn't know who he was. So at the end, I felt bad. So I said yeah. But we both knew we were never going to see each other again.
Yeah.
But I just felt terrible. So we both said yeah. But it's the most awkwardest thing in the world. And especially because you're sitting there drinking. So I was drunk. Like at 8 o'clock in the morning, obviously I was the first dater. So I have to sit on the bar. I was sitting there for about an hour waiting for the day to come in, but I was like necking back to drinks because I was so nervous. So by the time the day come, I didn't even remember the day. It's bad out.
Do you talk to your date before the cameras are on?
No, you don't see them at all. So I'm held on I was held on like floor 8 and he was held on like floor 1.
Yeah.
So we don't even cross
He's
paths
me for the
whatsoever.
first time, like.
The minute he walks in, you meet for the first time.
And is it only you that drinks, or can he have a drink as well?
No, you can have a drink as well. Like we can drink whatever you want, but it's obviously someone's paying for the bill, aren't they?
Yeah.
Like, and I paid for the bill on my day, and it was like €230. Like it's expensive, isn't it?
Oh, it is. The Gibson's a nice hotel. Yeah.
Robbery.
It's just because of the view or something. The tray you're in, they charge you mad money
because it's right
of the
beside
tray,
it,
yeah.
100%.
Yeah, and then it looks over the part of the city, doesn't it? Docklands.
Yeah, around the Docklands.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why they got like I got past it. And there was like 3 pieces past it in the bowl. I was fucking starving after.
How did you see changes in your life after you went on 4 states?
Yeah, definitely 100%.
What were they?
Because I used to always care what people thought. So when I went on 4 states, when I tell you I was 100% myself with people seeing exactly me. So I started getting like good messages and feedback off people on Instagram, like mothers saying that like I made them laugh, made that child laugh, and it was a big impact on them. And I think that's just such a good thing to hear.
Yeah.
So when I heard that, I started just wanting to do more. I wanted to do more and more and more. So now I do so much for charity to help other people. I'm always giving back to the community. So I feel like that has changed because I've never really done anything like that before. I know it sounds like a bad thing, but like getting involved in charity work was never my thing really. And now I'm like, other people have it bad, and it's all because of that.
Yeah. You have to put yourself
How do you
in other
see the
people's
good in
shoes.
things though? Because a lot of people that were in your shoes would have seen the hate at the start, and then when they started receiving the good, they would have been like, "Oh, you were probably hating on me back in the day. Why would I help you now?"
Yeah, I could never have that mindset though, lads. Like, I don't know, it just completely switched. I was always thinking of myself. It was always me, what I want, what this, that, and the other. And now I'm like, nah, other people have it bad. Now, listen, I come from fucking nothing. And of course.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I come from nothing, came from nothing. And I think that's a big thing where people that are on or people that do content creating, they think, oh, because someone has this, that, and the other, they have it all. But, like, my life growing up was shy. So now I can see that other people have it a lot worse. I thought mine was worse. Well, other people have it worse. So where you can give back, do you know what I mean? Where you can help out.
Yeah, we always say the people that you meet on the way up, you have to meet them on the way back down.
100%. That's it.
My ma actually instilled that in me, and like I live by it now. Not to look down on anyone, not to not think you're bigger than anyone.
See, I never done that as a kid, thank God, but I just started caring about myself too much.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
And how were you as a kid? Were you as confident, or
No,
do you
I was
think
a
that
quiet
built?
kid, you know.
Were you? Yeah.
Very quiet. My dad always says to me that you wish you could have me back then as I am now, because I was so quiet. And now I just talk or shy and don't fucking stop. But yeah, I was a quiet kid, always quiet.
And how did you find like school life?
Yeah, school was grand. People always think I was bullied or like people always think, right, because you're gay that you were definitely bullied or you were this, that, and the other. Never bullied. I was never bullied in school. School was fucking great for me. I was just a little bastard.
Yeah.
I was so bald in school. So, and I look back now and I'd be like, oh, here, what was I doing? Made a show of myself.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
if I could go back, I'd go back to school tomorrow if I could.
Would you?
Really?
100%, yeah. 100%. It was the best days of my life. People always say that school's the best days of your life. Fucking really is.
Yeah.
Swear to God.
Tell us how your career progressed then, and what sort of paths you pursued, or what opportunities popped up for you, or how did you start to see you making progress?
So after being on the telly, so as I said, I was after getting all that work done, but I got it all removed before I went on the telly.
Yeah.
Then I went on the telly and I was reached out by a big cosmetic brand, Iconic Brands, and they asked me would I model for them for a makeup line that they were bringing out. So from there I was like, modelling? Like, I was never really into modelling. That wasn't that I was ever going to grasp. I was like, nah, never thought I even had the looks for it. And they obviously contacted me, asked me to do a campaign for them, and I did that. And since then I feel like I've just getting so many different opportunities, like different modelling opportunities, and even like starring in different things, like shows. Like, I have a big show coming up now. Obviously I can't talk about it now,
Yeah.
but it's just after grasping so much more for me.
Do you think it changed you as a person?
Oh,
as in like
100%.
for goal setting and like dreaming big?
Yeah, so in my mind, it was always like, when I started getting a big following on Instagram, on TikTok, it was always like, that's it. I'm just going to do that for the rest of my days, make TikTok and all. But then it's the rest that comes with it. I didn't realise that like you're going to get like a modelling career, or you're going to get acting or anything else from me. So now the opportunities that I'm getting now is shocking me just as well as it's shocking everyone else around me. Do you know what I mean?
Are you full-time making content?
No.
No.
I don't think, as I said, I'm a micro influencer, if you would. But I couldn't afford to go to do that full time as
Not
of
yet.
now. Don't get paid enough money now to be doing that.
And would I be right in saying you were modelling for Chiox?
Chocks.
Chocks.
Yeah, I do like chocks.
How did that happen? That I actually ordered a few bits off
Did
that
you?
brand.
Yeah, the tops, aren't they?
Yeah.
They just reached out to me on Instagram and they says, "Want to do a shoot for them?" And I said yeah, basically. But they flew over here to do it.
Oh, did they? Yeah.
Yeah, so they shot over here, thank God. But it was only myself and another fella, but the fella was English that was modelling.
Right.
But that shocked me as well, because I was ordering off them for ages, and then I end up just reaching out to them one day on Instagram, asking when my order was coming because it was late. And then they hit me back with that Instagram message and said,
That's mad.
it's
Was
mad,
it?
isn't it?
Yeah.
Because I was
crazy.
complaining in my message.
Yeah.
Did you meet the owners of that brand?
No, it was the manager. They brought a manager over, so
That's a huge brand, yeah.
huge brand now, yeah. It wasn't back in the day, but now it's after shooting
It's
off.
at that
Yeah.
shooting up, yeah.
And what was your biggest like full circle moment so far, do you think?
I think it was when I done that iconic bronze shoot, they obviously publicised it in like Boots and Pennies and stuff because that's where they stock their stuff. So seeing my face there, I was like, oh, that's me, I'm up there.
Do you ever get like imposter syndrome, like thinking how am I here, or like doubt yourself in a sense?
Yeah, I always doubt myself still to this day. 100% you get that.
Why do you doubt yourself?
Sometimes I still don't think I'm good enough. So see, for the likes of, I went to Pell, and yeah, all the players that were playing there, like I'd be close to the majority of them. Like I talk to them all every day. Like we support each other. But sometimes I look at them and their content that making them like, Jesus, how do I get the same following? Like how do I get the same work that they do? Or do you know, like for example, like Casey Campion, she's blown it out of the water at the minute. She's doing great. But when we get invited to events, we're at the same events, and I'd be like, how am I here? I'm still micro, do you know what I mean? I'm still small. But I think that's the only thing that does ever happen to me. Like me and Casey are great friends, but I'd be like, she's literally has it all right now, and she's such a goal crusher. But for me, I don't really have that many goals as of yet.
Do you know?
I don't know what's next. I don't know what I want to do.
You keep saying the word micro. Do you not have aspirations to go further than that?
It's the dream.
I believe that your mind is a weapon, and if I hear anyone, like see if anyone around me is saying, oh I'm not happy, or I'm tired, or blah blah blah, if you keep telling yourself things like that, you actually start to believe it.
100%.
And then it gets instilled in you. Whereas I think if you start saying things like, I'm going to be the biggest influencer in Ireland, I'm going to be the biggest influencer in Ireland, your mind will start to believe that, and you'll start acting like that, and the more you act like it, the more people will believe it, then that's when you start to get bigger, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sure,
and even somebody says, I think it was a basketball player, he said, why not shoot for an A and land on a C rather than shoot for a C and land on an F? And
that's a good one.
Michael Jordan it was that said
wasn't
that.
Michael Jordan? Yeah.
Do you know, I keep saying micro-influencer because if I said influencer now and someone listened back to this podcast, watched this podcast and said, he's a 10 influencer, he's not even at 10k followers yet.
That's something we've actually, I think it was when we had Alex on, wasn't it? We were saying that like we were going to do a talk, but you wouldn't really say it was a talk, and Alex goes like, just say it's a talk. Like I think sometimes you don't realise like you don't want to seem like you've an ego, but like you're not even having an ego in a sense.
Yeah, see,
like if you said you're an influencer, like you're working towards being an influencer, what you want to do, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, like my friends would say to me, if say we're out for food and I'm recording something, they'd be like, the influencers, you know, buzzing at me.
Yeah.
But if I was like getting comments on my Instagram or my TikTok saying, he thinks he's an influencer, I always get them. He thinks he's an influencer. But like, yeah, it's what I want to do. And I get the views. I just don't have the followers there yet. I still get the views to be able to like promote brands and do this, that, and the other. But I just keep saying, it's what I am. I'm a micro influencer at the minute. Do you have goals though? My goal is to be on bigger TV, and it's going to happen.
Is that your goal, like to be involved in acting more?
100%. More I'd love to be on reality TV, like bigger shows. Like I feel like me, a microphone sitting in a confession box on reality TV is exactly what I try to do.
Yeah.
And I'm going to get it.
What was your like dreams as a kid? Like, would that have been a dream as a kid?
I always wanted to be on Big Brother. I remember sitting down years ago when I was about 5 or 6 watching it with me ma. I think Jade Goody or something. So she's a woman. She died anyway. She was on it years ago. And I remember saying, I want that. I want to be on Big Brother like that. And that's still the goal. I apply every single
year. Is Big Brother still going?
Yeah. So it stopped for years. The day that I think it was after going 18 and it came back. No, actually, they finished it when I was 18. I was 18, so the minute I turned the age to be able to apply for it, they finished it. Then they brought it back like 2 years ago. Since then, I've been applying constantly.
What sort of content would you post, and how often would you post?
See, I don't really post that often. I'd post like say 3-4 times a week, but it's more like going out for food or obviously what I'm wearing clothes, fashion wise it would be as well. I was quite into beauty and creating beauty content, but I just feel like I've actually found myself as a person now where I'm not actually really into that. I think I was posting because the majority of my followers are women. So I was kind of just going into what they like, and that's where I was getting my views and my likes. I wasn't actually being me. Yeah. So now I'm...
And it's very hard to stay consistent when you're not actually interested in it as well.
100%, that's exactly what it is. So I wasn't consistent enough, and people were like starting to lose interest, but it was because I couldn't be consistent on something that I hated. Do you know what I mean?
What's the hardest obstacle you've had to overcome?
So this is what I mean when I said earlier on about people thinking, because I create content I don't have
problems.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, I was actually like strongly addicted to drugs, like.
Really,
Mm.
yeah.
So yeah, so that would have been still ongoing. Like I'm not as bad. I'm not bad on it now, but I have this thing called an addictive personality. Have you guys ever heard of it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Obviously,
yeah.
I would get fixated on anything and everything. So like years ago, I used to be like, you know, croquettes.
Yeah.
Like this is how I noticed. So years ago, I was about 8 or 9. I used to always go around with a bag of croquettes, right? Used to make me mum stick hundreds of them on a week. She'd be fucking fuming at me, and it's all I'd eat. So I'd get fixated on that one thing. So as I got older, I started to do that.
Mm.
So when I was 15, I took my first drug. I took an E, and since then, the last 10 years, it just took a spiral, and it just became the next thing. Then in the meantime, I got addicted to Ozempic, the weight loss pen, and I nearly killed my snow dead last year in December. So
Is that what sort of... Because a lot of people who'd be in addiction wouldn't actually realise that they're in addiction.
yeah,
So the hardest part I heard of a few different people is actually admitting it and knowing yourself you're addicted and trying to move on, if you get me. So what was your moment when you realised you're addicted?
So obviously I'd go out all the time and I'd be doing every drug under the sun. Anything that was handed to me, I'd do it. Obviously not like heroin or anything like that, like party drugs. I was doing it, and then I took the Ozempic in, say, the August, and I stopped eating solid foods within the August, and didn't eat solid foods until say November. So I went from that big gap. But then all I was eating was liquid, so I was liquidising my food. So I lost so much weight. Like I went from like 14.5 stone to I think it was 8.5 stone. So I lost weight rapidly. And then when I went to the hospital, I was sitting in A&E for 2 days, couldn't find out what it was, and then I found out that my organs and like my stomach ruptured. My organs were swelled really bad and inflamed, and my stomach ruptured. So when they operated on me, and it was mad. It was literally like my life was flashed before my eyes like that. But when I was speaking to the doctors after, they asked me, they said, do you do drugs? Like, and I was like, yeah. Like they asked me what I did. I said, I was do cocaine, and they were like, how much do you do? And then that's when I remember sitting back in the bed, and I was like, how much do I do? What do I say? So I was like, do I lie? Do I say whatever? And I was like, yeah, I do on the weekend. And he's like, yeah, but how much do you do on the weekend? Then I said, like, I do about 600-700 euro worth to myself on the weekend. And he was like that's how you are now. Like your stomach's like that. Not obviously the Ozempic was the icing on the cake, really, wasn't it?
Mm.
Yeah.
So that's what it was.
How did you climb from that then to like get yourself to where you are now?
It's actually really hard, you know, because I've still like I'd say I'm an addict, right? So this is what people never ever think it by what they see online. But as I said, Instagram's not. Obviously, I'm not going to post that I'm an addict online. Do you know what I mean? Some people do that. I wouldn't really. I'm just scared of the backlash. So I think overcoming it was when it nearly killed me. Like I don't know how. Even today, I'm still struggling with it. So like sometimes I get the temptations. I'd be able to be like, oh, I'd love that. I want to do that. I'm still trying to overcome it, but I'm just not as excessive as I was. Do you know what I mean?
When that happened, did that flick a switch in you, or
Yeah.
what sort of differences did you see after that happened, and what sort of things did you do to start bettering your life then?
So I was actually sticked in. So I couldn't eat, as I said, couldn't still eat solid foods or anything. So it was awful. I was sticked in. I've never went to the gym ever in my life. I was never one of them people. Start going to the gym, built a load of muscle, and just wanted to be better. So then I stopped doing drugs for a long time. Like I'm 10 months now, say. 10 months since I nearly died. What month is it? October?
October,
Yeah, so I nearly died just before Christmas. So I'm 10 months, say 11 months now. And I just wanted to focus on getting my body looking back the same again.
Yeah.
So I stopped drinking. And now it took me I think it was 4.5 months I stopped drinking for. Then I started drinking again. But once you start drinking, you can't do one or the other. So then I started doing coke, obviously a little bit. But now I'm gone to the stage where like I just want that healthier life. I'm watching all my friends and what they have. They have all these good things. So I'm like, I want that. So now that's me drive now. I have this friend that she owns her own business. She's absolutely brilliant at what she does. She's honestly the strongest person and my rock. And she's the reason that I want better now. If it wasn't for her, I would.
Do you think you have to hit rock bottom to climb back up? Because like I've noticed that commentating everybody that's hit like rock bottom, it's that from there it's just a climb back to where they've always wanted to be in a sense.
And nobody wants to hit rock bottom. Well, I never wanted to. still when I think back to the way I was in December, I'm like, nah, like the scariest thing I've ever done in my life. I never had to go through in my life. But now I'm like, that had to happen for me to want that better life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would just keep going. So
How is your mental health now?
do you know what? I couldn't be happier the way I am now. I'm the happiest I've ever been, and it's weird because I've always struggled with my mental health since a young age, and even in school, it was never a school issue. It was kind of like about home issues why I was struggling. But now I'm like the happiest I've ever been. It's mad, and I just think it's because I took control.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something didn't take control of me. Do you know what I mean?
That's deadly, yeah.
So it's just.
And have you got any like mantras or like pieces of advice you would have got that helped you get back to where you are now? Or is there anything like when you were at rock bottom you kept saying to yourself like this is gonna get better or anything like that?
I just wanted to live. That's all I kept saying. I remember lying in the hospital bed and your man telling me like, if you don't stop drinking and doing drugs, like you're going to die. And I was like, nah, I want to live. And obviously I'm a gay man, so it's hard for me to have kids. But I've always dreamed about having a family. So when I was lying in bed, I was thinking like, I want to be a dad. Like how was my life gonna end here? So that was the only thing that kept me going as well.
Do you have a bucket list now that you said you want to live? What does living mean to you?
Do you know on my first date episode I actually had this whole conversation as well. I had a bucket list right now where I wanted to travel the world and do this, that and do that. But now my bucket list is like not like that. You see other people online that want to travel the world. Obviously holiday isn't it? But my bucket list now is to save, have a kid, get the house and just live, stay at home dad.
Get yourself on Big Brother as well.
And Big Brother is definitely happening. I'm telling you. Mark my words.
Or a magical podcast actually, because Casey said to us that she wanted to meet Lewis Capaldi. 2 days later, boom, met him. And then another fella we had on, David Gorman, said he wanted a certain job. Boom, 2 weeks later, got it.
Well, so, I want Big Brother. I'm saying it here now.
Yeah.
I want Big Brother.
It's gonna happen for you.
Yeah.
I applied for another TV show that's I have 2 interviews for now during the week, so hopefully that's the gate to you.
How do you find balancing the job and trying to pursue these dreams? Because right now I'm doing that as well. I'm juggling the job, obviously I have the brand and the podcast, and I'm finding like I'm up early in the morning, out late at night, could be at a hotel doing something for the podcast till 12 at night, and then I'm up at 5:30 next morning. You know what I mean? And it is hard to like keep going, and even when sometimes you don't see results, like you said, you're not seeing the followers, but you're seeing the views.
Yeah,
things
100%.
like that really knock you down a lot more than you realise. But what do you think keeps you pushing forward, or keeps you?
See, it was hard at first because my job, my hours were all over the place. So I could be working. We open 24 hours a day, so it could be any hours. So I felt like I was missing events that I was being invited to, or like all the shit like that. So I had to obviously change my hours. So now I work from 6 a.m. in the morning to whatever. So I'm able to go and make the content now, be more consistent, go to all these events that I get invited to, and now I'm starting to love it again. It's not like a chore.
What sort of events have you been to?
So I've been to like movie premieres with like Sony.
I've seen that, yeah, the Leonardo DiCaprio film.
Yeah, Tops. It was Tops.
Was it?
Yeah, unbelievable. The best film I've seen in a long time. I'm not into films like that.
I can't watch films that are too long. I just
zone
go off them after like an hour and a half. Yeah,
that was me 100%. But that film was good. I'm not really into action films or anything like that. But that was Tops. But yeah, so I get meant to invite to events like that, and then obviously I work with cosmetic brands, so they would. Like this year, like coming up to Christmas now, they'd have loads and loads and loads. So it's handy. Like it's Tops. I enjoy it because you get to go and just network with people as well.
Yeah.
It's not just about getting your free bits and you leave. It's getting to meet new people, and I love that.
Yeah,
I'm such a talker now.
Yeah.
I talk to a lot of talk back.
I'm the same. Like as much as everything else that comes with us, like achievements and all, same as yourself. I actually love just meeting people.
Yeah, 100%.
And like having someone you can text for advice or whatever it may be. Like.
So I used to go to events, but I'd go with me. I'd always say to my friends, "Oh, can I have a +1?" Or text the companies and say, "Can I have a +1?" And one day I was like, "Nah, I'm just gonna go on my own." So I went on my own, knew nobody, and just made a lot of friends. So now every time I go to an event, I go on my own, and I know absolutely everyone. So it's handy. That's all you need to do. Like,
I think there's nothing better than meeting new people because it's the excitement. You don't know what that person does, or what sort of mindset they have, or what values they have, or just different things like that. Or they could even like. You could go out and say hello to, I don't know, somebody, a plumber, let's say, you could go out and say hello to a plumber, get talking to him, and his son could turn out to be like one of the biggest content creators
100%.
in Ireland or something. Do you know what I mean? And just talking to little people like that and building relationships will get you a long way.
That's what I like, and I like talking to new people because not everyone is cut from the same cloth.
Yeah.
Like you are from, we're Coolock and I'm from Tally, like we're similar but different. Then when you go to these events, you meet people from like the posh areas, and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
you have it, you have it all. So I love stuff like that. I love finding like how other people's lives were growing up, and I love that.
That's what my ma always
I
says.
think I'm
Like,
just a nosy cunt.
I used to always like think when I was younger, oh, you can only have your 4 friends or whatever. Obviously, you'll always have 4 close mates, but like, I think my ma always says to me, like, you can have a different friend for different things.
Yeah, that's me
like,
now.
Networking for whatever it may be, sort of.
Like we'd have a friend we'd text, say we're going on business in town or something, like meet someone networking, sell them clothes or whatever it is, and then we'd have the same friend we'd text for like food, or else
Yeah, that's
a different
me.
friend we'd text
I have
for.
me different groups. Like I have like
Yeah.
4 different groups, but if I ask them to all come together, they'd come together. But it's mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
People always think to me, oh, you have loads of friends. Yeah, for different things.
Yeah.
One for shopping, one for eating.
And what would you say is like your deep purpose or like your why for everything that you do? Like, would you have a why behind everything? Would it be like what you were saying,
that's a
the
good question.
kids and the family?
Yeah, that's it. First of all, like, so my name, my last name actually dies with me, so it can't be carried on unless I have kids, basically. So like all my aunties have, like my uncles have girls or whatever. Do you know what I mean? So they're gonna change their name if they get married. So I feel like that's one of the purposes that I have. I need to carry my family name on, but also making a difference as well. As I said, when it comes to social media, I'm quite public about things that I go through. Apart from, I've never openly got up on social media and said, "Oh, I was an addict," like everything else they've seen. But when I get messages of like mothers and kids saying that I've helped them out and all, like that's a good thing. Like I've never felt a feeling in my heart like I do when I get messages like that. So I think that's my purpose to keep going as well, and
Be a
help
superhero
others.
to other people.
Yeah, 100%.
If you had to describe yourself in 3 words, what would they be?
If I had to describe myself in 3 words, I would say, God, that's actually, do you know what, when someone asks me that question, you get put on the spot, don't you?
Yeah.
I'm definitely very caring. I know it's probably a boring one for you, but I'm the most caring person in this whole world.
It's a great trait to have.
Like,
There's not many people with that trait these days.
No, never, ever.
Rare.
And I think that's one of my main ones. Obviously, then I would be, oh God, I don't know, lads. This is a hard one. Do you know, I never think about myself like this anymore. I was
Yeah.
always one of them that thought about myself. So Kieran's definitely one of them.
Sometimes I think the way Glenn said, people come on here, they say what they want to do, and then they actually go and do it. Because sometimes I think people, they be on autopilot and they don't think about themselves or how they're going to get to their own goals, if you get me. They're just thinking about how am I going to get through tomorrow, or how am I going to do
Go
whatever's
through
coming
next,
the
yeah.
weekend. Do you know what I mean? But when people actually sit down and they're getting drilled with questions about themselves and their own mind, their own belief, their own genuine wants in this life, that's when something like clicks and they're like, yeah, actually, yeah, why did I not put more
think of
focus
that.
on that? And then maybe like, maybe even one person could ask you a question, it could click something in your head, and then that could be like the snowball effect down the hill that makes you work towards whatever it is, or shoot for whatever it is, or do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, 100%. I think that would be like me now. I would be quite wise when it comes to things, but lads, have some brains on you, so I wouldn't be thinking of any of that. Like, what? But yeah, so when it comes to myself, though, see, this is what I mean. Earlier on I said that I always thought about myself and it was the only thought ever, but now I'm constantly thinking about how to better other people and what to help others.
Yeah.
See, my little sister, like, she's boxing professionally now.
Really?
And I just don't want her to go down the spiral like other kids around our area are doing, so I try to big her up and do her everything. Like, we done the women's mini marathon not long ago.
Deadly.
She was only 13, like, so the youngest person to run it, and I just want her to be bigger and better in life and don't have to go through the struggles that I did.
Yeah.
So, as I said earlier on, again, I don't think about myself anymore. It's mad. I just want other people to do better.
I think that's
that
a great
will come
trait.
back on you. I believe in karma. I really do. I think the more you put out and the more you be genuine and nice to people, the more opportunities you give to other people, I think the more it comes back your way then.
Yeah, here's hoping.
But even the fact that like that trait of like you're learning from your mistakes and then giving that wisdom to your sister, like that's something not a lot of people can do.
No,
And that'll help her like skyrocket, as you said.
that's my plan. That is my
Yeah.
plan. Like, her trainers want her now to start training for the Olympics, and I'm like, this is the goal she's getting. I'm gonna make her get that.
That's
Which,
amazing.
when I was her age, I never really. There was nothing like that for me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was
I'm-
one way and one way only, and
Yeah,
that's the way
yeah.
I went down as a kid.
That's why I'm big into that, like, you can always learn off others. And, like, if you're not learning off others, you're dying. Like, grow or, evolve or die,
Yeah.
basically.
And
That's
even
why I think.
like people in their 40s are still learning every day. As I said,
Mm.
use it. Like, I'm 25. What are you? 17.
Yeah.
Like, and it's every day's a learning day.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Every day's
But
a school
people
day.
say
You think
that,
you
like-
always have it, but you never do.
People that I'd be around, they'd be talking about things and then they'd put a cap on themselves because of a certain age. They'd be like, this person is this age doing that and I'm this age doing that and these scales aren't different. And you should never compare your step 1 to someone else's step 10 because your step 1 might only start, like, a big example is Colonel Saunders, fella that owns KFC.
Yeah.
He only took a step 1 when he was 65 and he ended up going and turning KFC into KFC, and some people would have rolled over and said, I'm 65, what do you think I'm going out and doing that? Do you know what I mean? I think the one thing that separates everybody in this world is the mindset.
100%. And that's what happened. So I was a hairdresser for years, and I had to leave my career when I got sick. But when I was leaving the hairdresser, my friend I have a friend, she's still my friend now, so but she was like to me, what are you going to do for a career? What are you going to do now? Where's your life going to go? You can't go back to just a normal job. You're not going to have a career. Then I was always thinking, like, nah, you don't need one. I'm could be a late bloomer. I'm definitely a late bloomer. No one has their life together as of now. And I
Yeah.
definitely fucking don't.
Everyone's time is different though.
Yeah, my time will come, I'm telling you.
Exactly.
Like, even with actors, like, I seen it the other day, like, some of the top 10 most famous and most respected actors all grew late. And Robert Downey Jr.'s in there, The Rock is in there, and I think Cillian Murphy's in there as well.
Well,
what's
that's
Denzel Washington as well.
And Morgan Freeman, yeah.
That's
like,
all I
and
think is
people think,
happening.
like, we're acting, you have to grow when you're, like, 20. But, like, these ones that are biggest, they got their experience when they were young and then grew.
And then grew.
You know what I mean?
That's
Yeah,
one
well, I'm
thing you
hoping it's
can't
not that.
teach, experience. You just have to go out and get that.
Yeah.
Well, here's hoping.
Repetition.
And, like, nothing finds you. You have to go out and find it yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
My time will definitely come. I'm hoping anyway.
Where
If
do
I
you
don't
want?
get
We'll
Big
see
Brother
on
next
Big
year, I'll
Brother.
be fuming.
Where do you want to see yourself in the next 5 years?
I think at the 5-year mark now is where I'd like to see a big difference in my life. I mean, like, I wanted to be a dad by the time I'm 30, so in 5 years' time I will be 30. But also career-wise, I want to be able to do social media full-time. But to a sense where I don't feel like it's forced. Do you know what I mean? I'd like to also be on telly.
Yeah.
Telly is what I want to be. I want to work on TV. So hopefully that's the family being on telly and the career, basically.
What would your definition of success be?
I don't think you can ever get there, can you? But my definition of success for me would making it on Big Brother. I swear, I'm saying this here because I'm making sure these dreams come true.
Deadly.
But yeah, once I make it on a big screen where it's not just showed in Ireland, yeah, Four States done me so well, but I want something that's showed elsewhere.
Yeah.
Like, I've had me time on the telly in Ireland now. Like, when I was on Love Island. No, I wasn't. I was on Love Hate years ago as a kid.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, me and my ma.
No way.
So we were extras when we were kids on Love Island. Why do I
Love
keep
Hate.
saying Love Island? On Love Hate. And that was the first part where I was like, I want to be on that. I want to be on telly. Then I used to do extras and other things. Do you remember the show called Roy years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was an extra on that as well.
No way.
So I've always had that in me where that's what I wanted to do.
Mm.
So now I'm at the doing the first fucking reality TV show over here as you would, 4 States. So next is bigger. I
Deadly.
want bigger that's shown elsewhere, not just in Ireland.
What do you think is your best trait and your worst trait?
My worst trait is that I'm definitely an overthinker when it comes to certain things. But my best trait would be... What would my best trait be? I genuinely think it is how caring I am, to be honest. I know I've said that twice now, but...
That's an amazing trait. Don't lose
it's
that.
a good one.
Yeah. It's rare.
It is. Because people these days, you don't really... People have... Their traits are totally different, you know what I mean? Someone wants bigger or... God, you know what, lads, you have to get me on the spot here.
And like everybody's unique, I think.
Yeah, 100%.
Most people nowadays think that if they trip you up during your race, they're going to win their race.
Yeah,
But that's
it's
not
never like
reality.
that.
It's two different races.
100%. Do you know what? Since being on this now, having these questions asked, now I'm thinking I actually never actually think of myself anymore. It's mental.
There you go. Now you're going to think.
Now I'm going to
you're
go and
on
say,
Big
what
Brother.
what do I like about me?
Yeah.
What's next? But yeah. So yeah, I think that would be the trait now.
What advice would you give to the younger generation out there listening now? Whether they're going through addiction, they want to start up content, they want to get on the telly, they just want to be happy.
Well, one thing is not to get obsessed over other people on the internet. Seeing, obviously, do you know ever get when you see someone that you really like on the internet and you get obsessed over them, like, I want to be them, I want to do this, that, and that. That's not the case these days. Because Instagram and TikTok isn't real. You don't know what anything is happening behind closed doors. But it would be to... Sorry. Wait, what was your question?
What advice would you give to the younger generation?
Definitely to just do everything for yourself. Don't think for others. Don't get obsessed over beauty standards or try make do anything to fit in. Just genuinely be your natural own self and you'll go further.
Daily.
That's basically it, isn't it?
Is there anything you wish we had asked you or something you think we should bring to the next interview to improve ourselves?
No, I think he's absolutely smashing it at the minute.
Thank you.
And he's
Legend,
definitely going
thank
to
you.
get a lot bigger.
Yeah.
I can feel it.
We're shooting for the stars, yeah.
And what is your next step anyway?
The next step of this, get abroad.
Go abroad, yeah.
Are you?
Liverpool, yeah.
Can do shows?
We're trying to... we got offered a live show. It's not something that's in our goals list at the minute.
Okay, yeah.
We want to travel first. Because I look at this as a form of education for myself. Like
100%.
I've started this, what was it, about a year, 2 months ago maybe, and the maturity levels, the intelligence, the knowledge, everything has shot up in all aspects of life, whether it's business, whether it's just confidence, whether it's...
It's life in general.
Yeah,
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
It's really helped me, so...
I can
I'll
see like
enjoy
he's
that.
a very wise
Yeah.
for his our age. And there's not many like that these days.
And same for us, something we've realised through this is like, we want to see other people that we've had on do well.
Yeah.
And like, we'd love to see you, and we know it's going to happen for you going on to Big Brother.
And
Like,
we'll
we
be
want to see
watching-
the people we have
we'll be
on
watching
grow.
and send
Yeah.
you videos and all.
No, here's
Tagging you
hoping.
and putting little clips of this up and saying you did it.
I did it. That's the plan. That is the plan. So here's hoping now. Light a candle when he's got home now, won't you?
Yeah,
we will,
100%.
Lovely
Daily.
stuff.
Thanks a lot.
Legend, thanks
Well,
for
thanks
coming
very
in.
much for having me now. Do you know, I've actually sat here now and I'm thinking I actually don't know a single thing about myself these days.
Is there anything you want to plug before we wrap it up?
What's your socials if people want to follow you?
My socials are Karl Dempsey with an extra Y on both socials, TikTok and Instagram. I'm not really on anything else. And if you can, I do have a link in my bio. My friend was in an accident and she is paralysed from the waist down, so we're looking to raise funds so she can get surgery done to hopefully make her walk again. So if you can have a look at that GoFundMe, that would be great. And that's really it then.
Legend.
Great.
Thank you.
Thanks a
Take us
lot.
out.
Thanks very
Episode
much.
56 wrapped up.